last Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth pre-YouTube live. This is a YouTube live where you can ask a free psychic question for me, and I promise to answer that. Whatever is the question that you want to know, I use my psychic skills. I demonstrate live that it's possible to connect to another human being on this planet, even if I never met. And the cards will show the energy or the crystals. My reading always starts that I pull here a crystal, and the crystal give you a wild card. Today the wild cards are here, unknown archetype deck. There is this witches, wait, the second sacral chakra is the witches oracle. Then we have the light and shadow deck. Then we have a psychic tarot of the heart. We have the call of the Morrigan. Then we have this, this was in my this week's oracle, secret language of the soul. That is a third eye. And then we have this very angel-like archangel fire oracle for the crown chakra. And still, if you get this kind of joker crystal, Labyrinth from Romania, that will give you this sacred destiny. So these are the wild card you get as an oracle. But yeah, first everything starts from the crystal you get, and I will decide which kind of tarot spread I use depending on your question. Also, the tarot deck comes based on the energy of the crystal. So it's just up to you to actually ask a question from me. Now today is really the last Sunday live. I don't know how I'm going to do in the future. I have to take my time to reflect because this book is now ended. The last episode of Pick-a-Pile reading comes now 7 o'clock. And I will take my time to find a new one. But ideal would be that 4th of January, Sunday, I would start something new. But I don't still know if it's a book, how I do it, but usually I do a Pick-a-Pile reading. And I like to use the book because it gives this kind of interesting frame to continue to look into more deeper to some story. Faust was kind of deal with the devil. So we had whole autumn dealing what happens when you do deals with the devil. It was very fitting, I think, for the Sarlikirk situation. Even I started the Faust, I didn't know it just happened then. I can show you actually the first card I designed, and this was the first drawing I made for this series, and I really felt like when I draw this, I had no idea that in a few days Sarlikirk would be killed, but it's really like this in my mind, this unicorn here is like the Sarlikirk being trapped in the center of the universe, in the labyrinth. But anyway, we have come now to the end, and the icon of this today's reading, I also put the unicorn, because it's kind of the lost innocence we are kind of dealing with here in this Faust story. The Gretchen is this kind of innocent maiden and then is losing the innocence because the games Faust and the Mephistopheles devil are playing. Anyway, maybe you have some question about finding your innocence back, but who is here? There is Jessica. Girl Wake Up Podcast, greetings, love. Yes, welcome. My regular is here. Would you want to ask something? You know how it works. I could immediately pull your crystal, your first. I'm glad you're here. And it was this week, as in the Faust story, there was the moment when the devil and Faust are running with this, like driving with the black horses towards the Gretchen's prison. That made me think about this kind of 4 riders of the, like a horseman of the apocalypse, and I made a spread. So the Pick-a-Pile reading is really darkish. We are dealing with this kind of apocalyptic forces around us, like what can steal our innocence. But it's kind of showing what could be that prison itself, around all the darkness around, but what is there, the little shine still left. That reading is about that. Yes, so you do, give me a question, I'm ready. So Jessica says, will I receive enough funding to open my salon suites in 2026? Yes, I can completely understand that if you move to Texas, this was a big investment already to move to another city. I also did the same kind of life change, moving from Brussels to the coastal city. So it takes a lot of energy. So I can imagine that you could not really start the salon that you were always speaking before, also having this idea to it. So let's look. So will I receive? It's almost like a yes and no question. Sometimes open questions would be better, but if in this reading there come aces, usually those give exactly yes. If you see a lot of aces in your reading, then that will be also confirmation. But let's look what spirits are saying to you, guardian angels. Yeah, the road here was very rough, says Jessica. Also for me, because when I moved as an alone mother to this city, I already had back pain while I moved, and then it was just going worse. And then I got to the hernia back surgery, and oh my god, like it was really hard first times. But now I'm 3 years here, and let's say life is getting easier. But sometimes any change, it's like not so like a sunshine and roses immediately. Anyway, you got the crown chakra telling about king and queen guru energy. This is very positive that you will be in, like everything is here like a high guidance for you. So this is already very positive that you're in this kind of high realms. Your energy is showing. Crown chakra. Been here a year. Oh my god, my dog died here. It's been mentally rough. Yeah, even that. Okay, dog lives a little bit longer. My hamster even died. That was also hard. But it is like dog. Yeah, it's such a like a friend and a family member. That's awesome. And you were struggling with it, like you had this all the thing for your daughter to go to school, to get a lift. I remember those things. Anyway, let's focus on now you. This is your time, your sacred space, and you got this. So you will get a beautiful angel related this kind of oracle deck for your beauty salon. Archangel Fire Oracle, very fitting for the areas. This kind of angels focused on the fire power. So let's pull first this kind of oracle angel for this beauty salon. What the angels wanna show you about this. Enough funding. I do have those purpose card. Maybe if I find that deck, I can also pull that kind of extra guidance. But anyway, let's see. Yes, Sika, will I receive enough funding to open my salon suites? And advice card will be Kamael. What is this Indian guy here? It's like interesting Aboriginal, original American Indian, whatever that means. Doesn't tell me anything immediately, but let's see. Almost like a natural beauty is the way to go, or like a natural local things you should be aware. This kind of power of the local powers, like spiritual powers where you are. I don't know if there are a lot of Indians have lived in there in Texas, but yeah. So yes, I'm applying for grants and loans. Okay, next thing, we're gonna get this beautiful high energy vibe deck as well. Yeah, I don't know. This might be interesting. Sometimes advice cards can be really like, I mean, what I see here immediately, today's theme has been the 4 horsemen of apocalypse, and this is a man on a horse as well, but is totally not somebody who is coming to destroy or doing something bad. This is okay, is ready to fight, but like it's more like this kind of warrior energy. I would connect it this more to this kind of 6 of wands, like a hero coming home, like somebody is really festive about. So opening your beauty salon, I mean, let's see what it is. Interesting how this would be the advice. I'm gonna take freely cards now. Somehow I feel like called to show you this kind of female fight energy, because maybe this is a little fight for you to open this beauty salon. So I often show the female energy with this deck. So I'm gonna show Jessica you also your energy currently. Wow, the hope fight. I think it's very fitting that you are hopeful about this beauty salon. This hope fight is then indeed it's part of the faith, and believing something is a very strong emotion and very, very good thing if you keep the hope up. So definitely this tells that having hope for something beautiful to happen in your life is a good thing. We can read this too. Yes. Kind of this eagle, this kind of bird is flying here also. Maybe it's an overview. While the eagle, it's like in the shaman culture, you get the power of the eagle when you become an eagle, and I kind of see it here, and here is this kind of hawk in the hand. So the overview of this situation, okay, we are getting there, but I think because this is also such a like overview, I think you have to have a really like a high perspective, like let your like higher self guide you in this. This is definitely coming here. Okay, now let me show the situation. When you apply the grants, will you receive funding to open salon? So it's 2026. This is a timeline. Certain cards in tarot shows actually the time. See Jessica's beauty salon, what we need to know. These are just freely taken cards. Okay. Exciting. How am I going to interpret this? Let's open all this. This was upside down. Everything is not. Wow. Powerful cards. Can you see this is very high priestess kind of energy here? This indeed this is a high priestess, but it's really beautiful. Initiation, judgment. I think this is it's how okay, I have to read this. It is almost like you are like a pulling energy from the ancestors somehow. Divine feminine and divine masculine is here. But for the beauty salon, of course, it kind of is a beautiful idea that it would be for both man and a woman. It will be not just for women. It would be nice. Maybe there's this knowledge of divine masculine, divine feminine, both. Very positive. These are very authoritative cards. First of all, this judgment card. This is a good assessment, like a judgment day indeed, to see if everything is in place. Here, Queen of Swords, Mother of Air, very mental. So against the person who is having an overview, going above the sky, clearing, like the Queen of Swords is usually, I'm Gemini too, but like air sign, able to rise above the storm clouds and worries and see from the higher perspective things. And then High Priestess, definitely having huge wisdom and this kind of like inner guidance to do this. So you really feel like this is the thing, your life purpose. Spirit shows really this, even such a beautiful energy to talk about beauty salon. This kind of High Priestess. Yes. But funding, I see here is also kind of divine masculine, because it's like a Mars card. It's very like a big fight. This is a ruling planet of Aries, of course. So you are willing to give your all, kind of go for this kind of battle to open this beauty salon. Maybe you see it a little bit like, even like, yeah, you have to be ready for this kind of push, take action, like some kind of soldat energy. What you want, you take it. But funding, do I see money here? I think it's very mental. Fire, air, High Priestess, and these are major arcana cards, 20 and 2. This, of course, as time-wise, often there is eclipse, and this is happening usually in the Aries season. So it could be meaningful. Something happens now in this next eclipse. It could talk about that time-wise. Yeah, this is really talking about like there is like a fight for it. And hopeful also. Maybe I take, I mean, how could I say the yes and no? You get the funding. How could I show that? I do have this planet card, but the booklet is not here maybe, because they are also saying yes or no certain planets. Be interesting. I could do a little bit longer version of this. Let me see. Let's have this. These are your cards. I'm gonna read soon something, but for just answering about this funding, yes or no, I'm gonna make this kind of very interesting way to call for it. So I'm gonna divide 4 piles here, and then we see how many aces come, because ace is yes. So do I remember it correctly? It was like, oh, these are jumping just like that from here. Wow, I didn't have to do anything and this just jumped. This is Aries card and this is dreams. Without doing any longer yes and no, there's definitely highlighted how important is to dream. It's aligned with this hope fight. And this is your card. You have to be like Aries. You have to be like the identity work here for this beauty salon is very important who you are. Yes. And the Aries qualities has to happen. This is very strategic leader, very actually masculine energy, but you have to use that kind of planning mentality. So that this just jumped here. So they wanted to come for you. You need this kind of, also dreaming. Dreaming comes from the heart, it's very powerful. The heart is the emperor. Interesting, the heart is the emperor of the whole body. So if your dreams are coming from your heart, you are then indeed in your throne. So remember, these dreams are coming from the heart. So the emperor is also then active. So yes, always be connected to that inner purpose from your heart. Okay, I'm gonna do this yes or no. Anyway, even this jumps. Oh, is more things jumping? I'm gonna divide this thing here. So this particular thing you can do. Okay, so they just wanted to go like this. Okay, so this you can do to see how many aces come, and then you know how possible is that. Takes a little bit time. I could have pendulum, but I don't have it in the room currently, so I could do it also with that. But this is one way. Let's make it truly. Okay. So we have here this one, this one, this one, and this one. Now, was it that I turn it around completely? I think it was just I start like this until 11. So 1, okay, just this. Okay. Wow, these cards are coming really like this. Really similar cards actually. Is there ace? No ace in the first pile, okay. Let's see, but this is 11. It's also kind of 1, 1, 1. Ah, it's already in the fourth. So this is already maybe. This is actually exactly the investment card. How it came to be, it was like being very stingy with the money, a little bit like this 4 energy is always like you don't let move stuff. You are like very cautious about money. But after that is this kind of secure type woman, I would say you are completely this kind of mother type. And then this is getting funds. And then it's coming this. So you have to indeed apply to somewhere that somebody would give you money, but it looks like you do. Yes. But it feels like first there is this kind, this is when Capricorn energy would say like now when it's Capricorn season, you are very holding on the money. But then you got something and you are really this kind of Sikur type woman and it helps. Okay, but this is also very beautiful. I often connected this to the kind of Snow White. Yes, sister healing, I appreciate you. Yes, but let's see that is there more, but this is already maybe, but this is very positive. So let's see, let's put this is like that. Then, oh wow, looks like maybe love is happening here. Also, it's also abundance. Don't forget that abundance is all aspects of life, all the aspects of life. Wow. This looks very abundant in the community. Wow. So even we are looking for aces here. This is of course Cancer related season. So maybe the next summer will be some very lovey-dovey. Third is already ace. So yes. But it's amazing thing that it shows really this family, really this relationship abundance here. But while this is connected to this kind of passion thing, I think you have to be really like a passionate, like of course this can be Phallus card also. There's huge firepower if you find a man who is so completely getting hot for you. But like these two are already answer yes. But I think for the when a person is happy, when the relationship is happy, I think it talks about that. You were here alone, very much alone, like a lone woman, but here together. You are more abundant with somebody and even with your village, with your community. You really have to make those contacts. Yeah. So 2 aces means yes, you will get funding, but like what time? This is Pentacle is always a year energy. This is like a final legacy. I don't want to say this is 10-year, but let's say like I think you have to make even 10-year plans. When you open a business, you have to look forward. This is like a first year. So it could be really this year happens something. Pentacle is always like a yearly energy, but this is like a monthly. So, okay, things start to happen, but it's really when you're excited and passionate, even, you know, in your love life, it helps. Yeah, networking would be really good, but also really being this kind of like a emperor of the heart, like really dream from your heart, because you are Aries, but remember how much power you have in your heart, how much more powerful your message is when it comes from the heart. Okay, and then one more. A lot of work. So positive card here, even in spell, but okay, easy. See, again. So you got 3 times aces. So that means that there is a very, very big chance. But again here, a lot of like a same, what was here? A judgment card was also here. It's really important to assess before you go to break your back for work, what you're working for. Like really be conscious about all these kind of boxes, like what is there. Like overview again. Then hard work. Happiest card of tarot. This also, to me, even horse card. I was talking about horses also because I didn't even, my snake that is usually on the table because the snake year got missing. So it's almost like the snake went already missing because the horse years is in February starting. But horse year talk about next year. Happiest card of tarot. But a lot of work. You have to do a lot of work here. But again, 10, and 10. The happiness. I'm seeing here like you have both possible. You get the work and an amazing relationship too. And this would be a nostalgic about the contacts. Maybe these are some contacts since a childhood, maybe your family contacts, and then this. So, and interesting, these two form together 7, what we are having here. I think you have to remember your childhood dreams, because this is like an inner child healing also, kind of, or even true love. So love, aces that came, you didn't got the mental ace, you get the abundance, passion, and like and purpose, and like a emotional wealth, spiritual wealth even. So very good. Just dare to be passionate and dare to be like a really looking for this kind of committed. Of course, business is commitment too, but having this relationship in your life that would be very committed would also help you. Yeah, it's a lot of work to do, but looks like very, like I saw now, even if I went to the look long, I went, why this is the no pile? No pile, let's study a little bit here what could be the problem here. Judgment, High Priestess, again the same that was here, the Queen, feeling not having enough, but the Kings are here also. Okay, but here was no. Okay, let's take, sometimes I have to know when to stop. Anyway, we're gonna read a little bit of those advice for you, and maybe you get the clarity. Now I accidentally took off these cards. Yeah, I think this is very positive, especially when you're this High Priest is like a very inner guidance. You have to trust your own intuition, definitely. Out of this card, I think this initiation, I would read this because this, I think, is meaningful for you too, because you're really starting this stuff. Just to start like well. Really hope you get this beauty salon going on. It's like your dream. But as my dream is also to grow my YouTube channel bigger, and it is already since 2022, January started, and it's almost for a year now in January. So things can really take time. I'm just telling you, like sometimes you think things don't take so much time, but actually growing power to be known, you have to be ready that things can take time. You have to be ready. That it's not like the success doesn't happen overnight. So you have to have certain funds before you start something for sure. So I think this is meaningful. Everyone walks their own path, and everyone hears their spiritual call in their own way. For the witch, once she hears the call of the divine, of the goddess and the god, she commits herself to honoring them. It is like the old chants that medieval monks sang, with a call and a response. This card is about this relationship, this agreement. We are called to a specific life, and we promise to live our beliefs as best we can. Mostly, we promise to stay in right relationship with the divine, so we can hear the needs and guidance of our deities with the same clarity with which we heard our original call, and so that we can answer with the same passionate intensity. So it's about spiritual calling, living with a higher purpose, leaving an old way of living. Yeah, you are wanting to upgrade, doing something that you really want. I want to read you now this hope fight. Hope is the feathered thing perched in your soul, the poet once said. It sings to bring you and your spark alive again and again. Now is the time to hold your hope in your hand like a fierce bird of prey that is willing to hunt your fear and doubt, consuming them. Hope is in some essence that flies in and out of your life. It is essential like an element: air, water, earth, and fire. Hope. We are all living in cages with doors wide open. Don't let this happen to you. Don't let this happen to your hope. Bring this feathered friend out of his cage through your bravery and determination. Let your hope unfurl and take to the sky. Wow. I really love that for your business. Like, you have to be this kind of queen with a higher purpose. Oh, I really love how this image is made. It's so beautiful. Okay. And the High Priestess is here. So I think it's really, you have this High Priestess energy very much even with this crown chakra here. So now, Kamael, this is your advice. I love, this is my new deck. And as I have not read this also, it's a Justice. Interesting. Kamael's name means one who sees God, as this archangel is able to see through illusions and get to the truth of any matter. Kamael is known as the angel of justice, forgiveness, and empowerment. Kamael helps keep us in check. A warrior like Michael, he is pictured here as a powerful Native American chief holding aloft a peace pipe and a tomahawk, showing us that we always have a choice in our actions and reactions. He helps keep us accountable so we are honest with ourselves and can take full responsibility for our behavior. Similar to Mirabel, Kamael's eyes of truth can act like a mirror into our own soul, showing us our shadow side and calling to mind all those parts of ourselves that we might prefer to keep hidden from the world. This mighty archangel reminds us it is important not to judge others before we have judged ourselves. Have you acted with integrity in each given situation? Are you being true to yourself as a being of unconditional love? Remember, every being on the planet is striving towards the goal of love. Any action not aligned with love is usually the result of fear. Forgive yourself and others, strive to be compassionate. Yes, sometimes the opposite of love is fear. I sometimes say this, like this. I show this kind of like you are talking about time and do you get the funding. The fear can really stop us. So when we think about, we all have certain amount of time, and do you want to fill that time with fear? You could rather fill it all hope and love, and so you will be much more successful. And definitely commitment helps, that you're really, really committed. Like I'm for this YouTube channel also, I'm coming here even I'm busy. I have things I find time. But there is message from this. I'm gonna give you still. Interesting, this is for your beauty salon. Have you acted out of lack of integrity? Are you taking full responsibility for your life? Reveal the true you and you will see the loving nature of humankind. And become the angel, how you can become this kind of person, like it's very like I am energies areas, so maybe impersonating a little bit this kind of things would help. People often act as mirrors for what's really going inside of us. So if there is someone in your life who is upsetting or irritating you, ask yourself where you could be demonstrating that same quality. This can be an enlightening experience. The trick is to love that quality within yourself to heal it. Likewise, if someone is treating you with less than love, where are you withholding love from yourself? When we embrace our shadow, it stops being a shadow and a gift comes to light. Get into the daily habit of loving and forgiving yourself. Yes, this kind of very peaceful, like indeed the Indians were very good with the peace pipe and this kind of peaceful mindset also. Okay, they might get also sometimes wanting to be more like this Mars energy also here. To stand your ground too. But yeah, for the business, I think you have to stand your ground what you want for it, but then be very polite also building those kind of networks indeed. Do we verify something? I kind of feel like I want to give you even more. I have this cute kitty cat deck. I'm gonna give you a little advice with this, like little verify. So while it was giving yes, and it landed actually on those cards. Maybe they are the qualities you need to have. Even let me see what verify these cards. What they want to tell you. Jessica. The Sun, wow. Happiest card of Tarot. This initiation, this starting something is really, wow, the cat is like grabbing the sun. So, wow. Sun card is beautiful, like actualization of your powers. Definitely you have to like use all your card given gifts. It's kind of, even the innocence is there. Like the innocent, what did you wanted for you as a child? So it's good to remember that innocence. Here we have Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is also usually getting money. Mother of Air. I think you have to be very like the person is here with the books. So everything has to be in the like bookkeeping, everything has to be good. But here this person is baking, but usually this is receiving money. This is usually receiving the funds. So it's connected to how mastermind you are, like filling all those kind of applications and papers. You have to do well the paperwork, I think. Yes, Jessica said, right, I agree, stand ground, but be polite, yeah. Since a child, I've always wanted my own salon. Yes, this is kind of that. It's like grabbing the sun. Oh, it's like, I want this. Calling the divine feminine and masculine, and the sun is coming. Twice sun shine on you. Nice. Here, Queen of Cups. Wow. That is very much this kind of high priestess energy also. Beauty salon plans, sitting on a couch and sipping coffee. True queen. I think the emotionally mature thing is like you are also showing example in your beauty salon. I think there's a lot of talking with people. I think there is this beautiful, like almost like a therapy couch. Like if you create this kind of harmonic atmosphere there, people feel like cozy, because Queen of Cups is really like a heartfelt queen. Yes. Like, come to my beauty salon, let's swim in a cold bath, and then it's like warm tea afterwards. Then, yeah, it is very cute, this cat. Another queen showed here. Wow, this is your queen. Oh, Jessica, this. Usually it's the sexy, passionate, like Aries queen indeed. Once, and has a black cat, but now this black cat has a mouse. It's like a little assistant. But anyway, cultivate this kind of beauty and like a dare to take risk, definitely. That is that risk taking. This is like Aries energy, like a go to. You have your like a kind of this kind of masculine energy is needed to make something happen. Indeed, we often talk about like, yeah, you have to be in your feminine, you have to just be receptive, a bit like here, this very feminine energy. But it's in the business sense, you have to also have the other balance, like a masculine energy. And it means you are this kind of queen of wands, makes things happen. You dare to be passionate. So yeah. Wow, it is just to keep this fire alive. Cool. But indeed, you get funding if you are also mastermind a little bit. Like you have to be logical. Queen also. Nice, these queens are Queen of Sword, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. A lot of queen energy for you. So yeah, I hope you like this reading. I think this is very positive. But you have to now. I can give you a reading, but you have to do the work. But the spirit world sees you that you have a lot of this kind of queen power that helps you to open your beauty salon. Nice. Oh, yes, I loved it. Yes, me too. I'm happy to really see like when I'm reading for a woman, it's like female energy. When I'm reading for a man, certain cards indeed the energy shows. It's magical. How can I connect to Texas all the way from Belgium? Across the ocean. How is it possible? But somehow it's happening. It's happening now. Okay, is there somebody else still? Soon comes my pick-up reading also. There I made this like a 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse reading. It was a 10-card reading. I can read a little bit how the card positions are. It was first, let me see. So interesting thing to do. So I was pulling a devil and then 2 horses. Anyway, what is Jessica saying? So Jessica, I'm off work for 3 weeks. I'll get this paperwork done this week, my second round of paperwork. Yes, it was showing in your reading, indeed. You have to do that. Sister Healing, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Oh, yes. And hopefully this channel also grow, but I'm telling you, it takes time. But you should not be defeated. Because when something is important to you and to your heart, like I enjoy to do this reading. Of course, I wish I would earn something already more with this, because I have earned so few that I couldn't even draw the money out of YouTube yet. Even people have donated, it's still like, it has to be like €100 before you can draw. So I have not earned that much yet with this channel. But of course, I've been keeping private readings, and this is how I have done readings. But now, because I'm studying, I'm not actually asking even so much to do that to people. But you could, if you are interested to have a private reading, there is a possibility in the site to join this membership that has a recorded reading. That's how you can get now reading from me also. But of course, I keep these weekly readings. I think after this Sunday, I have a Christmas holiday, so I'm not gonna come, but it's soon New Year. So for New Year, for sure, I'm gonna do this kind of predictive whole year, all star sign reading. And as well, when the horse year change in February, I'm gonna make this kind of prediction for all star sign in the horse year. So there will be kind of double predictions. But then I will look the book. If Jessica, you have any ideas of books that would be fitting to the shadow work, let me know. I will be reading some books. But yeah, I'm busy already 40 minutes. Maybe I could now stop here. I think the reading was so beautiful in the sense that I think it's good for today. I'm so glad you were here. And indeed, welcome to see this Pickable reading that has this horseman. It has already like a devil, then 2 horsemen, then like Gretchen in the prison is innocence, then all these 4 horsemen haunting the gifted inner child, and around all these dangers and all these kind of desires and hope for the future. It's having a 10 card. So this is that today's reading. White Cat WB is here. Hi, I'm back. So I didn't stop yet. Would you ask Faust some question? I'm actually enjoying to be here. I'm gonna drink a little bit my tea. If you give me a question, good Faust, take it. It's always exciting to challenge myself. And Jessica, good luck. Yes. You got 3 aces out of 4. That is amazing result. So what is that one ace? It's just about them. Maybe related to you have to communicate just better. You just have to the missing ace was this sword. And sword is always about information. So what is the information that you could get more to get more money? That maybe is there. Okay. So my question was, my 2025 was crazy. Okay. And how does my 2026 look like in terms of my business and love life? I'm single. Wow, these are exactly those predictive readings I'm going to make for all star signs, but it's a big reading to make. Maybe I think I can give you a little reading, but I will make this star sign reading for all star signs for New Year also. But let's keep the fight this. Okay, so you got the crown chakra as Jessica too, so you got this kind of high energy. It's a positive thing. Tiny reading, yes. But it's a cool thing that you get also advice cards from these angels. So angels activated. Yes, the star sign reading, I will definitely do it before the New Year change. Sometimes I'm doing so close to New Year that I do it in the same evening, but let's see how it's called this year. So, White Cat. 2026 is Zuriel. What an interesting angel is here for 2026. 27, but it's not 26. But anyway, that is now coming something. Okay, I'm gonna give you this kind of wheel. So let's put that in the middle. It's a little bit like it looks really like airy, like a change is happening. Things are moving, the planets are moving. It's even like a Libra sign here. Maybe you need more balance. Maybe. 2026. Business and love life. I'm single, yes. So let's see this is like the spring now. I'm gonna put it here in the top. Here is the summer. Yeah, you didn't say what was your star sign, but this is now the autumn and then the winter. Kind of, this is good time. Any time before the New Year change is a good time for this kind of predictive reading for next year. It has to happen before, it cannot happen after. What more I could give here? 18 March, so Pisces, yes. Okay, let's see the spring. Okay, Maiden of Earth, Page of Pentacle, having this new investment in the spring, a very spring energy actually, but youthful energy. Innocent in the sense of like willing to invest to some new things. 2006. Maybe you should really embody this kind of maiden energy. Maiden energy is a powerful adventurous energy too, like you are daring to do stuff. Not afraid. Summer. Okay, 9 of Air. This can be usually worries. I think it's a lot related to this kind of Odin's tree. We'll see what it means. Autumn. Element of water. Ah, maybe the maiden is night. Wait. In this deck, I have to check. This deck element is, I thought that was the page. Wait. Yeah, this is runes. I sometimes use runes in my reading also. Very predictive actually for summer, something about runes. Oh, if this would be in order, these pictures are very hard to find sometimes. Here. Yes, it's a knight. So it's a Knight of Pentacles. It's changed the meaning. So while I was looking this as a page, Knight is a steady knight, is somebody who is moving very slowly, but it's a good thing because you put all the seeds growing and you just like cultivate and you don't give up. You look until the last card even. So the energy for spring is immediately this kind of willing to grow something and not giving up. You really are willing to see this blooming happening in your life. Put some new seeds. While this is runes, maybe we read this. Summer. Can be also worries, mental worries for summer. So this is the 9 of Air is a bittersweet card, for it promises great wisdom, but the way to that wisdom includes suffering and sacrifice. Wisdom is not right via guaranteed, it is reward, something earned, and it does not always promise happiness. So runes is a divinity tool. Runes are an alphabet and there are several kind of runes. However, here we refer to the runes given to Odin, the Norse god who pierced his own side and hung for 9 days on the wall tree without food or water, sacrificing himself that he may gain wisdom and know the mysteries of the world. Whatever is this tree for, we can verify whatever this means. Well, this is Page of Cups. So this would be really like inner child healing, this kind of water spirit, that is what is autumn. And then winter is choice. It's a pendulum. Hard to say other thing than there is earth, sword, water. Only the ones is missing here from your year. You have most sword. Talking about like a mental worrying in the summer. It might steal away your like a sunshine if you are too much like a letting your mind worry about something. Well, this is beautiful innocent energy here, the autumn. Okay, it's very general. This is about talking about love life and jobs. So I would say I don't see anybody here like now. I see like this is a choice card eventually in the winter. So yes, there could be some important choices then. But I see a lot of like alone energy, youthful alone energy, and inner child healing here even. Let's see. White Cat says, yes, not giving up has been my 2025. Maybe there's like a little bit like upgrade next year, I would say, but there's still whatever is bothering your mind. You have to understand that sometimes the beliefs come reality. So everything starts from like a belief. Like a belief creates emotion. Emotion triggers you. You decide something based on that trigger. Then you take action. And then you get a result. What action you take. So it all starts from this kind of beliefs. So be conscious about what you let your mind be busy with. Because if you feed your mind with like negative thoughts or something, that this would be also sometimes like okay, Odin is hanging 9 days suffering here, but it could be also like a dark night of the soul, like there's some kind of mental agony. So you could also just decide to stop. You don't go when you feel that you're going to this kind of dark thoughts. You can also stop that. You don't have to keep looking and looking for like analyzing something. I know because I'm Gemini, I can be very mental, and this can be like a double-edged sword. You can be very wise or knowing about something, but too much is too much in everywhere. So remember what is your too much, and stop yourself if you get there. But here, this positive, like a new spirited energy is now, at least of spring. Okay, I'm gonna give you this kind of female card to show you energy also. Then we read this advice. I was gonna make very short, like a little bit verify card here too. Let me show also yourself now for the what kind of. This is beautiful Fight Like a Girl deck, fearless. Fight Like a Girl. What is now White Cat gonna get for the 2006? Wow, the untamed fight. Beautiful. Maiden and a wolf. Nice. Kind of this too. This makes me think about the Red Riding Hood. This too is like a Red Riding Hood while also picking flowers on the middle, and then the wolf came. So is the wolf now some bad thoughts? What is it? Anyway, it's here. It's kind of wild. Untamed energy. Let's read that first. 23. This is for 26. Untame yourself right freaking now. You weren't born to pay bills, count calories, and buy stuff. Your soul is a wild creature and it needs space to express itself fully. Get into nature. Wow, this is also getting into nature. Swim in a river, lie down in a field of flowers, very much like this. Spend time watching fish or petting your cat. Sit with your spine against a tree and let it whisper its stories to you. Soul to soul, sap to blood. Any activity that puts you into your wildish nature will help you cultivate your sovereignty, strengthen your will, and enliven your confidence. Don't fight the wolf that lives within you. Embrace her. Now is the time to rewild your life. Yeah, sounds lovely, yes. So 2006 being this kind of wild, feminine, and yes, untame yourself right freaking now. Okay. And then this advice, before I look any verify. So this is, maybe he's talking about the work because it's Zuriel diplomacy and fair play. Beloved Zuriel is known as God is my rock and the angel of repentance. Like the female Sufi whirling dervish on her oracle card, she is the regulator of opposing forces and governs the rotation of the heavenly bodies, keeping Mother Earth in sync with our solar system and universe. Zuriel stands for harmony and peace. As the celestial rock, she helps keep the rooted to the spot when you need to make a stand for what's right. She is a formidable ally to have around when you are facing a conflict, especially when facing injustice coming from the opposition, as she literally cannot be budged. Zuriel acts as your inner backstop, preventing you from backing down in the face of unfairness. Also, the angel of vitality and fertility, Zuriel balances our hormones, brain chemicals, and other bodily systems, restoring our equilibrium and exuberance. She improves our mental health, eases stress, and can thankfully reveal when we are acting foolishly. The angel of the zodiac sign of Libra, she is all about tact, diplomacy, and meditation. Similar to Socket Hosi, she blesses our social life and brings good relation and a strong sense of play to partnerships, friendships, communities, and groups. Zuriel can help us to forgive and release any hurt or upset after we have suffered a disappointment. As an angel of evolution, I'm going to read you all. Justice and salvation, she rapidly restores harmony, brings foresight, and can be called upon for prophecy, offering clear guidance on our next steps. The most powerful angel of the principalities, who are the angels who govern groups, communities, and institutions, including entire nations, Zuriel watches over the innocent and vulnerable. She protects newborn babies and infants, welcoming them into the world. And message: call on me to bring harmony, diplomacy, and fair play to all your interactions. I will restore your equilibrium. This is now in cards for your 2026. White Cat says, oh my god, I'm Sufi. When I saw her, I was like, this is me. Really? Oh my god. then I must be very good. That is alignment. Wow. So the spirit world sees it. Totally. So that's it. Be proud to be Sufi. Wow. I have no idea of other than this. There is a lot of Sufi wisdom, but clearly spiritual world see that you are this person. But as well, you should be more wild. Back to the nature. Wow. Do we have to verify anything? This is getting very aligned. I'm happy. Clearly, my third eye is open. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Okay. Looks nice, but you need to indeed understand that you are having this kind of powerful feminine power of even like a indeed equilibrium. It comes with maybe even is part of Sufi to have some kind of dance. This was talking about some rotation movement. I think it's just beautiful energy here. Air energy of Libra, yes. Air is a change. The storm, even if it's hard storm, if you had a storm now 2025 in your life, take it as like something that is moving the energy. So things will change. I think that's here. Yes, it's whirling dance. Wow. It's good for you. Okay, I'm gonna still verify these things with these cute cat cards. What is coming? White cat. These are black cats, actually, all these cards mostly. Here, they came like a white. There is more even. How many cards? Okay, 3. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So it's time to be this kind of secure person. Invest your money wisely, but it's also a good wife. So you said you're single. I think this shows that you are really like a maidens are usually very like attractive in the sense that they are really beautiful and all. So it's good to understand that you have like a lot to give to relationship. Like, you're definitely enough. There is Three of Swords, that could be a heartbreak. Three Musketeers, but there's also Four of Pentacles. Whatever is this meaning, this all together? It's almost like these are the guys. It's like around you. Which one would be the best? Interesting. But I think you are showing like this. Watching the show take place around you. So what gets said? It's a dance which for meditation and connection, which is for meditation and connection with the universe. Wow, exactly like in this card. Wow, so this is good for you. Queen of Wands came here. So while this talk about the summer, I think it's beautiful summer energy, like being in this kind of sexy, even risk-taking queen. But remember not to fall in this kind of negative thought patterns here in summer. I think the spring is really optimal for like looking around you who are here. Like Three Musketeers and this one performing artist. You have more common with this person, I think, than this. Okay, then Ace of Pentacle. So like investing something, it's like emotional investment. Autumn. And Page of Wands. This is adventurous, but I think it's like a choice how adventure you're gonna be, because this is it's like crossroad for the next winter. Maybe it talks about some how can you have this kind of Sagittarius energy that can be like going out of your comfort zone, possibly even, but it's some choices coming then. Okay. Yes, looking forward for the boys to show me they dance. Yeah, yes, it's cool. Tell me if you see somebody having a something like this. Like, always nice if you see something happening in what is predicted in these cards, and you can tell me later. It's kind of I would because your energy is this pentacle. I would be much more thinking this is for you, even because you call yourself white cat. This is white. Some funny guy, maybe a comedy show artist, or you just will go and treat yourself, and things will happen when you go to some comedy show, comedy club. Yes. So, okay, this was for you. I think I end this reading here now, and these free readings now. Thank you for seeing. Always give me likes and share if you wanna share this contents with somebody. But there is a pick a pile reading today. The cards, or do I have them here now? The last piles were pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So welcome to see this 4 horsemen of apocalypse reading that was kind of very darkish theme, but it was aiming to look what are those forces around you to keep that kind of inner innocence and like an inner child, possible gifts and everything locked underneath the ground. What are those like fears and all kind of bad elements, devils and everything around you, and so you could become aware and start to liberate yourself from that prison. But the Gretchen in the end is in this book. Anyway, welcome. Yes, I have to go. My Uber is here. I have to go to meet my parents. Yes, and me too. I have to go. Thank you for watching, and bye.